Like you were dying on 103.5 WEZL Charleston. Good morning, TJ, Gary, and Rick. And Rick will be heading out here in a second to head up to North Charleston for the Veterans event going on 10:30 this morning. We were talking about, and it's just part of life. It's just, folks here in the South kind of get relaxed about it sometimes because, you get over to a funeral where somebody's died and everybody's in the kitchen bad-mouthing whoever it was that died. You know what I'm saying?
That is exactly what happens.
I had to come because my wife said if they'd talk about us, but, I didn't like him anyway.
Well,
they always go on like that.
We were talking just a little bit ago about you rigging your hand up with a string and everything and trying to scare Ricky.
Mm-hmm.
Well, this is a true story. When my sister died a couple of years ago, she had literally just died. We were still in the hospital room. True story. I'm not making any of this up. She was still in the hospital bed. And it was me and her boyfriend and some of her friends that were kind of gathered around her bed, when she died. Mm-hmm. And we were just kind of talking. The nurse had come in and said that she had died. And Bruce, her boyfriend, just kind of moved over and was just kind of whispering something in her ear. And I don't mean to laugh about this, but it just tickled me. But she just almost sat up in the bed and just plopped back down again. It just, like a last breath or something like that. I don't know.
Yeah.
The nurse had already said that she had died.
Boy, that'd
have been it for Rick.
Yeah. He would have gone out that window.
Well, because I grew up. My dad was the coroner there when I grew up, and so I was around. I used to go with him on some of his calls when they'd find somebody dead or an accident or whatever, and I got over seeing them move because I remember the first two or three they were all moving. Yeah. There was no question.
And what is that? Just nerves
I
settling,
guess
or
gas,
light,
or what you expect to see,
but the nurse explained that as being that's just part of dying. Your body will move like that once you die, but not at a funeral home.
No, well, I know because when my grandmother passed, I was with her at the hospital, and they same thing. They said, "Well, she's gone," and as I was turning to leave, she breathed again, and it was like, whoa!
I'd have never looked back.
And it was one of, and she said, "No, it's okay. It's all right."
It'd have been like the cartoon over. Where you see the smoke behind them. I'd have been gone.
It'd be the paper coming off the table, floating down to the floor. It's funny what your brain does to you.
Oh my goodness!
Funny how all that works.